Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to another Daily Scuttlebutt with Ivy's Family Factotum. So it's just me today. Well, you might be able to see Willow. I got the camera a little higher than what she normally sits. But yeah, it's Tuesday. Supposed to have this major storm coming through the whole country. So I know between today and tomorrow, I mean, it's been raining basically here for like the last month, off and on. It just seems like I can't catch a break when it comes to the weather, especially when you're trying to, cut brush, cut grass, pick up trash, and such. And just other projects that need to be done outside. But now, Gladys went ahead and she had to take the little one to school. Because just like yesterday's video, how our middle child is home, she actually got off a week early. So for those of the kids that had good attendance and good grades, they got an extra week off for Christmas. Yeah, I'm still waking up. I got that first cup of coffee. Yes, we do have coffee cups in our bonfire store if you want to go check it out. Link's always down in the description. But I think Willow's tuckered out. I was playing with her this morning, throwing her toy. Now she's going to go lay down for a little bit. And so Gladys's Jeep. Yeah, that's what we were talking about yesterday. If you guys want to know what's going on with Gladys's Jeep, to come back today and talk about it. So this actually happened Saturday. Was it Saturday? I think it was Saturday. Do normal errands, run around getting stuff, stuff for Christmas, things. I needed to get new inserts for my shoes because I actually have a custom insole because I have the plantar fasciitis. So through the Veterans Affairs, VA, I actually got custom insoles for my boots. And I do have another set somewhere, but they're packed still. So I wanted to go get another set for my shoes because I got a set of the Hey Dudes that are really comfortable shoes, but I mean they're basically for flat-footed people. So, and I don't have that. So my feet, especially my left foot, has really been bothering me here as of late. And so we're going up there. That was the biggest thing we were going for. And I was just going to look, because right now we're still, we've already established ourselves with the VA, but we're trying to switch primary care. So instead of going to Little Rock, we would be going to Fort Smith, or it's a little north of Fort Smith. So that's what we're trying to do, because the little clinic that's in a town close to us, they're based out of Little Rock. So if we were to go to that clinic, the little clinic, which they were plumb full, all of their primary care physicians, they didn't have any openings. So if we were to sign up with them, which that would be the best case scenario, is to go there because it's only 30 minutes away. But to sign up through them, we have to sign up through Little Rock and then hope that eventually an opening comes up that we can go down there. And yes, I'm making this short story a long one. That way I have the minutes available. So just stick with me and I'll get back to the Jeep. And so to be able to switch the those around, because we don't want to have to go to Little Rock, because that's just from where we're at. It's not worth the drive to go to the VA. So we're fine with going up to Fort Smith, because it's an hour drive. I mean, it's still kind of a long way to go, but we're willing to do that. But that's a difference. So if we switch there, we cannot go to the clinic that's closer, because they're not part of the same. I mean, it's all the VA. It's still the same program, but it's not this. I don't know, because I guess I don't know the exact word for it or phrase for it, but it's because they're like a little substation to Little Rock. So if we are going to the one in Fort Smith, we cannot go to that clinic. But anyway, I digress, and now I get back to the Jeep. So we were driving up to Fort Smith, and as we're driving, I actually felt the Jeep shaking, almost like it's starting to get a death wobble. And I asked Gladys, I was like, how long has this been doing this? Because I don't remember the last time I rode in a Jeep that it was shaking like this. Kind of like my truck. I mean, my truck shakes all the time. It's like, it'll rattle the teeth out of your face. But her Jeep had never done that. And Jeeps are, known for getting a death wobble. And there's several things that could be causing it. But it's not super bad. Like, if you start getting over 65 miles per hour, it'll start to shake. But as you're going around curves, obviously we're in a hilly, curvy country, anything turning to the left, it shakes a lot more than whenever you're turning to the right. But that isn't the true issue, because we're actually going to have a friend look at that. And I already kind of know that it's going to be, stuff within the suspension of the front end. Oh, okay. So we're going to get that inspected. It's still drivable. It still does okay on that instance. But as we were driving to Fort Smith, because we had already stopped at a location that was supposed to have the Dr. Scholl's kiosks, where you can like measure your feet, and it has the little thing that you stand on, and you lean forward and you lift up a foot, lift up the other foot. And it measures how you're standing, right, based off of pressure, the pressure pads that you're standing on. And the first store that we went to that was supposed to have one, they didn't. So we started driving to go to another one, because you can look up online, the locations, locator for those little kiosks. So we started driving to the next location, and the check engine light came on. And we knew it was something a little more severe than just something else, because normally if check engine light comes on, it's just going to come on. It might go bing, or it might give you some type of audible notification, and then that's it. The light just stays on. But this one, it would go bing, 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 like every 5 seconds. So we knew that it was something a little more serious, whether it be, me personally, I still thought it was some type of sensor, but I still thought it was something more serious in the engine and whatnot. So we went to AutoZone, had them do like a free diagnostics check. And it was a misfire in cylinder 3. So I was like, okay, well, this is definitely an issue. And it also lists, they give you like a printout, the paper. And it also talked about gaskets, possible leaking gaskets, which, can definitely cause an issue, especially if a head gasket is leaking, or an intake gasket, anything like that is leaking, which basically was things that was causing the issue. So oil was leaking into cylinder 3, and it was fouling that plug. But then there's also an issue with the injectors for cylinder 3. So we ended up going through. We ended up going a little further up the road, because Gladys actually has a credit card, emergency use only credit card with Firestone. It's actually one of their cards. All right, she has a set limit on it. She's had it for years and years, longer than she's known me. Okay, and she only uses it strictly for emergency use only. So yes, I know that we have friends within the community that are able to fix those types of things, but this is like our primary vehicle that we drive every single day. We use it to pick up the kids from school, sometimes take the kids to school, go grocery shopping. These are all things that we do every day. Yes, I have my pickup as a secondary vehicle, but it doesn't fit the family very well because it's an extended cab Toyota 4Runner pickup, right? It's the Toyota Tacoma, whatever. It's not the 4Runner, but it's the pre-runner. Oh, anyway, it's 2-wheel drive, and it's why do they call it that package? Whatever. I thought only the 4-wheel drive ones were the pre-run. Anyway, so we take it up there and have them do the full engine diagnostics to see basically what needed to be done. And we got it fixed, and it definitely was a little more than I was wanting to spend right before Christmas. So the thing with that is we do keep an emergency savings. It was the bare bones minimum of what I keep for, still trying to get bills off. So, because I do kind of like the Dave Ramsey snowball thing. And one of the first steps that you have to do with that is set up an emergency savings. And normally it's $1,000. And I always like to double that, $2,000, and then be able to utilize that. So, but she utilized her card for the majority of that. And then I utilized the emergency savings to cover the rest because she did not have enough on the card to cover the entire amount. But the thing with that too is now I'm also going to have to help pay off this card. That way we're not being charged a whole bunch of interest. And, it's just one of those things that we are trying to become debt free. We are trying to get all of our bills paid off. We're trying to do all these things, and just it's one hurdle after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. And it gets aggravating sometimes. And I even broke down. It is what it is, to where sometimes you just got to let it out. And, you just go on with it once that cap's been released. So, you give the old big old cry and move on. But, yeah. So for today, we're just going to carry on, live our life to the fullest, live day for day the best we can. Still not going to be able to do anything today outside. It's going to be raining. There is some outside projects I'd like to do out in the smithy. There's cleanup projects over at the property. And, yeah. But you guys can still get in your guesses for the giveaway opportunity. If you don't know anything about that, go check out that video. It's labeled giveaway opportunity. And get your guesses of when you think we closed on the property and or are about to close on the property. So either it's already happened or it hasn't happened yet. But after the new year, we will announce, regardless, whether we have or have not. And we're going to go in and choose a winner to see who's the closest. And if we have not, I'm just saying for that, if we have not closed on the property, come the time that I release a video stating whether we have or have not, then at that time, I'm still going to choose 2 people. Just, yeah. I think that's about it. That's all I got. Before my camera shuts off automatically and then I have to edit this video. All right, guys. So Check out all of the links we have down in the description. It's greatly appreciated. If you made it this far, might as well give us a subscribe. It's free. It doesn't hurt anything. We greatly appreciate it. Share us out to your friends because we'd definitely love to have them. And always thank a veteran at every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day. And all right, y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye now.